Hello and welcome to your messages for the month of March 2025. Today is Sunday, the 2nd of March, so I'm a little bit late with these, but better late than never, as they say. So our destiny is unfolding. The cards fell as I said that. I love it, love it, love it. Um, so February's messages were all about our destiny unfolding, and it's so exciting because if you've ever been one of these people like me that were asking all through your life, what is the meaning of life? Why am I here? What is this all about? Now you know, don't you? Now you know what it's all about, and you know that you're here to help raise the consciousness level of humanity at this time of the Great Awakening. So yeah, a beautiful time to be alive, amazing changes going on, and our destiny is unfolding as we move into and realize our true potential and what our souls have chosen to do and be in this lifetime. And that alignment with our divinity is what brings the greatest love, joy, and abundance and excitement and all of those lovely things. So, wow. If you haven't already seen the messages for the month of February, um, your destiny is unfolding. Link in the description, video in the end screen. And just quickly before I read the cards, I have just one place left now on my Learn to Read Tarot course online. It's starting tomorrow, so you'll have to get in quick if you want that spot. All the details and information is on the homepage of my website at deborahjanesutton.com. Link in the description. Okay, I've got 4 cards out. Let's dive in. These are your messages for the month of March. Yes, I am not surprised to see the Three of Cups. We love the Three of Cups. I was just thinking what's happening in March. I mean, here at the Garden Retreat, we have a very busy March. Of course, spring is coming in. Spring is coming in. And of course, we will be celebrating the spring equinox here on the 20th of March. And it is all about celebrating with your tribe. You might be meeting a new tribe. You might be meeting new people now that your destiny is unfolding. And this is really about celebrating with like-minded people. The cups, of course, are the water sign. They represent our emotions. They represent emotional fulfillment, our intuition, spirituality, and our creativity. And this is beautiful for me to see this dancing, because I got the message some time ago from the pagans of Pago about dancing more, just all this healing that's going on and this inner work, which is perfect and great. And of course, that's one of my purpose, to help people with the self-healing techniques. But I keep being told we can heal ourselves by dancing, chanting, singing, and just celebrating life. Because when we celebrate life, we're in that high vibe, right? And that's what it's all about. So this is beautiful. Celebrating with like-minded people. Threes are also little achievements. And there is a sense of achievement when you've had a really beautiful event with like-minded people. I feel like this here, when we've had a really good event, the frequency's gone like literally through the roof. And I realized that we're here. It's interesting because I also got the message recently through a powerful event that we were hosting, that yes, we're here to do the inner work, on ourselves, to raise our own frequency and expand our own level of consciousness, however we choose to do that, right? And there's a million ways, right? But really, I got the message, of course, we are the whole universe in one human being. Why does it surprise me? We know that from Rumi, don't we? We are not just a drop in the ocean, we're the whole ocean in one drop, because we're here also to heal the land, to help Mother Earth, help Gaia heal and to expand into higher levels of consciousness, to raise her frequency as well. And we're here to raise the consciousness level of humanity. And we do it by raising our own frequency. And it's a win-win-win situation. So I so often witness people healing themselves in beautiful and magical ways, and personal and unique ways. And I like to share with them, thank you, thank you, thank you, because we are all one. And I can really sense that unity, that when you heal yourself, you are healing the collective. I mean, never has that become more clear to me. So this is so powerful. So celebrating, it's a reminder, dancing, chanting, singing, just being, laughing, just relaxing, being who you really are and being with the other people who help you be who you really are, people who support your weirdness. we need we need people who support our weirdness, okay? I don't think I've ever said that before. What a beautiful message from the Three of Cups. So there's your first message for March. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, we touched on the healing. Here we've got the Three of Swords. So this is about healing. When you are in that high vibe because you've connected with your highest energy and you're with other people that are doing the same and you're anchoring that energy, you've got the masculine energy coming from Father Sun, you've got the feminine energy coming from Mother Earth, and it meets in your heart. And when your heart expands with joy and love, and you're doing that with others or on your own, what you're actually doing is anchoring that light, anchoring that love, anchoring those energies, those balanced divine energies, I want to say, into Mother Earth, into the human experience. You're bringing your divinity into your humanity, and you're bringing the divine into the human experience for yourself and for others. So it's so important to understand that. And when you're in that high state, or that feeling of release, relief, or realization, or that feeling of expansion, then these emotions fade away. Now, whether you release these emotions consciously through emotional freedom technique, the tapping, or the emotion code, or all the other numerous emotional healing techniques that there are, or whether you just release them literally through dancing, talking, laughing, realizing, raising your own level of consciousness. So you realize that these emotions, because this is a card of sadness, it's also a card of needing to forgive. It's a forgiveness card. And when we forgive, what's actually happening when we forgive others and forgive ourselves, of course, we're releasing resentment. So we're releasing emotions by forgiving. Swords, of course, are air. They're the air elements, and they represent our mental processes. So this is about your thoughts and your beliefs. And when you think about it, very often our emotions are attached to our thinking. If we think that we're the victim in a situation, then there's going to be a negative emotion attached to that. Whereas when we choose to believe that we are the creator of our own experience, there's an energy of freedom and love and joy and expansion and power. That's why we use the word empowerment so much. So empower yourself with forgiving. And very often the forgiveness can be for people that you think obviously have hurt you in the past, but also for yourself, or the things that you think you've done wrong, or things that you thought you could have done better. When you understand that there is no negative and positive, there is no right and wrong, there is only evolution, and there's less conscious creations. If you look back in your life, especially if you look at some past lives that you may have had, I see this with the past life healing that I do. You would have behaved in less conscious ways. Okay, and in this lifetime, have a look back. There's things that we've done that were less conscious. We didn't know. We didn't know better. We were doing the best we could. Maybe we weren't doing the best we could. Maybe we were consciously behaving unconsciously, if you see what I mean. But very often we unconsciously behave unconsciously, if you know what I mean. But it's all okay. It's okay because it's part of your journey. It's part of your learning. It's part of your evolution. And there is only you. So there's only you to forgive. So forgive yourself. And when you understand that there is no right and wrong, see, the whole concept of forgiveness implies that there's a right and wrong. So actually, when you get to that stage where there is no right and wrong, what is that quote by Rumi, the one that says, there is a field beyond right and wrong. I'll meet you there. And then you don't feel ashamed of your behavior. You don't feel guilty about your behavior, or you don't feel victimized by somebody else's behavior. You don't feel offended by somebody else's behavior, you know? Then you just realize that there's just creation, and other people in your lives have co-created with you for you to have whatever experiences this card is referring to: the sadness, the grief, the need to forgive, whatever those situations are, which is part of your path. So it's about looking at yourself and everybody else with unconditional love, with compassion, with gratitude for the co-creation and the learning. Wow, that's a beautiful message. And we've got another three. Oh my God, I've got truth bumps. Can you see what's happened here? We have three threes. Oh my God. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So beautiful. Main message of just partying and enjoying yourself and enjoying each other, raising your frequency, doing what you love. Yes, release resentments, release any of the sadness, the grief. There's a lot of grief around as well. Understand the process, understand that on a soul level, we've chosen our adversity. People come, people go. It's sad. Yes, of course, it's sad. But if we look at it from a higher level of consciousness, it helps us see the path of evolution. It helps us see how we can grow from those situations, how we can grow from grief and we can grow from the sadness. Our adversity is like a springboard to enlightenment, and that's why we have suffering. A lot of people ask, why is there so much suffering in the world? It's basically we've chosen it at a soul level because we know that we grow when we suffer. We know it's an opportunity. Our suffering is the wound that we grow through. Some people may choose not to, and then our suffering can become our disease. It can become our illness. It can cause the body to close down and cause blockages in the body. And some people, don't overcome, their grief and their sadness and their adversity. So it is an opportunity to grow, as we know. I'm going to have to quote, I know I do it all the time, but Bernie Siegel in his book, Love, Medicine and Miracles, he says, when you have an emotional trauma, you're going to grow. Whether you grow spiritually or whether you grow a tumor, the choice is yours. It's harsh, but it's true. This is what the inner work is all about. And it's about respecting other people who are living their life and maybe not doing the inner work, but everyone's a reflection of a part of us, and maybe there's some areas where we're not doing the work we need to be doing, and that's reflected back to us in the people that we see not helping themselves in some way. But everyone's on their own path and everyone's chosen their path. And we need to respect that. If you look at it from a soul level, everyone's chosen their path, even those that choose to leave early, transition early. Very often they've chosen to do that. I see that a lot with the energy healing that I do. They've chosen to do that in order to create grief for other people to grow. And it was actually a soul agreement that they would do that to give their loved ones in the soul world the opportunity to grow and evolve through grief. So yeah, it's an interesting one. But yeah, so that brings us 333 brings us on to the Three of Wands, one of my favorite cards. Now, this is very much a collaboration card as well. You notice how there's collaboration going on here. This is clear collaboration. This is also collaboration because this is collaboration to create some adversity for you to grow from. But there's still collaboration there, isn't there? With other people, the ones that you probably think you need to forgive. But tap into the role that they're playing in your life. If they're playing, in inverted commas, the baddie, then have some compassion for them and some gratitude for playing that role for you to grow, you know. So there is collaboration. Now, this one doesn't look like collaboration because he's on his own. So how I like to see it, all threes are collaboration. I see it that he's collaborating with the non-physical. We can't see them, right? So he's collaborating with his spirit guides, with his angels, with his passed over loved ones, with God, with the archangels, with whoever. He's the galactic realm, of course, some of my favorite people to collaborate with. And threes are creations, small creations that have come from the twos. So the two of wands is very much about making decisions. Twos are decisions, right? But the two of wands is about physical action in the physical world. Wands are fire. They're transformational, but they represent physical action in the physical world. And they, the two of wands is about taking action that is in alignment with your destiny, taking action that is in alignment with who you really are, and taking action. I want to say moral. These cards make me want to say the word moral. Taking moral action. Okay, and the two of wands is your decision to take that action. The three of wands is the fruition that comes in because you have taken that action, if that makes sense. Now, you can't quite see, but he's looking out over the shores of heaven on earth, I like to say. And his bounty is coming in. The ships are coming in. He's looking at the ships coming in because he's made this moral decision to follow his heart, to take leaps of faith, to put his frequency and his consciousness as a priority. Okay, and he's taken these moral steps to be the person he came here to be. Yeah, okay, or she, you can't really see. But so therefore, once you take those steps, when you take a step in the direction that your soul wants you to go in, the universe will bring you everything you need. The resources, the people, the love, everything you need will come to you. And that's what he's looking at. He's looking at his ships coming in. So this is a beautiful card. And we've got 3, 3, 3. How powerful is that? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And the last card, and I'm not surprised, we've got the moving on card. And we're moving on. You see, it's swords and they're going down, which often represent negative thinking. We know from this that the swords are mental processes. They're the way we think. They're our beliefs, our opinions, our ideas. And going downwards is like negative thinking. So he's moving on. This is the moving on from those thoughts that have negative emotions attached. So it could be a thought that, you know, I'm a victim, or it could be a thought that, you know, that person's wrong and bad and they shouldn't do it, whatever it is. That's a judgment. Leave it. It's part of the evolution. Whatever they did helped you wake up, and whatever they're doing will help other people wake up. So see it from that perspective, and then you don't have a negative emotion attached. Here you can see the rough water because he has come from the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is conflict, mental conflict, caught up in turmoil and mental chaos. And here you can see the water is calm and tranquil. The message with this card is moving into calmer waters. But because it can represent moving house physically, moving house, moving countries, moving something physically, moving your accommodation or where you're living or something like that. But because it's swords, I think it's about moving on to more positive thoughts, moving on to thoughts that have positive emotions attached to them. I am the creator of my own reality. I choose to forgive everyone, everything, and myself. Wow. I choose to forgive everyone, everything, and myself. Okay. So I see it more as moving away from the thoughts that caused the conflict, the mental conflict, because we want to replace that conflict with peace. And we can do it mentally. We're doing it through our thinking, through choosing thoughts that are more self-loving. When we judge other people as being wrong, that doesn't feel so good inside. Whereas when we can see that everyone's playing their role, when we can see that the whole world is a stage, and everyone's playing their part. When we can see that, it lifts the emotion, it lightens the feeling inside of you. And it's all about how you feel. Because whatever frequency your feeling is at, that is the frequency that you are contributing to the collective. And we don't want to put frequencies of victimization and judgment and bitterness, resentment, revenge. We don't want to put those frequencies into the collective. We want to put the love, the peace, the understanding. Well, as you know, it starts with you. Can you look at those that have hurt you with understanding, compassion, love, even gratitude? Not just those that hurt you personally. Look at the world stage. Can you view the world stage as just drama playing out, people playing their role? Not to get sucked in to more division and more separation. We want to work towards collaboration. We want to work towards loving. We want to work towards the unity coming together, not more division. I mean, the media plays a major role, I think, in reinforcing or perpetuating the perception of separation. But we know that there is no separation. So we want to do the events, enjoy the events, experience the events where we feel the oneness with each other, and take our mind away, take our attention away from the situations that cause us to feel separate from others. So there is no right and wrong. There is only you creating your reality through the frequency of your feeling, the frequency of your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. So it's a really important time to move, I would say, move on, move away from the media. Keep the social media social. Move away from any social media that has negative emotions attached, and move into creation, creating the new, doing what you love with who you love, where you love, and creating helps is creativity, creating more events and more enjoyment, more activities that involve your intuition, that involve raising your frequency, and that involve expanding your level of consciousness until you feel the oneness and the uniqueness in the oneness, your personal uniqueness, your personal role, your thread of the tapestry within the tapestry of life. Yeah. It's about honoring everybody, everything, and most of all yourself. Most of all yourself. Honor yourself. Love yourself. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. Have a fantastic March. I am really looking forward to it. There's some beautiful spring energies already coming in, even though we're having a little bit of rain this week here in Spain. Take care. Have a fantastic month. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.